Hey everybody, Joe Haygood here, and you are looking at an official Steam Link unit. It just released today. It's basically it's a way for you to take your games from Steam, and if you don't have the convenience of your computer being close by, or you don't want to run a very long cable to your HDMI cable from your computer to a television. This gives you a way to basically hook up your computer, either wired or wireless, to your network, and then it'll connect back to your primary computer that has all your games on it. So with that in mind, I'm going to try to unbox this with one hand. Let's hope that I am successful. We got this one over here on this side. There we go. Okay. So sleeve off. And then we got another sticker here. Probably should have brought a knife in to do this, but that's cool. There is our Steam Link. As you can see, we have a USB port on one side. Looks like a couple more USB ports, an Ethernet, and an HDMI port. Nothing else there. Not really sure how it turns. Not really sure how it turns on. Let's see, per se, a power button. Let's see what else we have in here. We have our quick start guide. By the way, there's our lid with our nice little Steam logo. And a quick start guide tells you how to hook it up. Some minor troubleshooting tips. Little product guide, which probably tells us about FCC regulations, electrical voltages, all that kind of stuff. And wow, I'm gonna use my foot here to get this out. Don't mind my foot. Get my fingers out of the way. Let's see. Oh, look, another piece of sticker to open. Jeez. Could they have made this any? Yeah, like I said, I blame myself for not bringing it. Whoa! Was not expecting that. So it looks like multiple adapters, depending on your point of origin, your place in the world. Huh. Wow. Let's see, we got a very long HDMI cable. So we have an HDMI cable here. Our adapters. And a very long plug adapter with a nice, generous looping of cable. And what do we have here? Oh, wow. An Ethernet cable, too. It kind of comes with everything you need right out of the box. Kind of impressed. So, let's lay this out, move the box aside, and we'll see if we can get a wide shot of everything that came in here. So there's all your pieces. You got your Steam Link, got your AC adapter, you got your Ethernet cable, got a HDMI cable over there, you got your European and other adapters, which looks like you can disconnect somehow. Not really sure how that works. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how that would work. Yeah, these definitely don't plug in. And that doesn't come out, so... Unless this... Oh, I see. So this little block here, see, it all slides out. And you can slide one of those in its place. Okay. So that's our Steam box. You know, there's the box over there, and another box right there, and the rest of the box there, and our manuals and whatnot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off for now, take a break. I'm going to go and hook it up, kind of time it, see how long it actually takes to get it up and running. And once I have it up and running, I'll give some feedback on that. So, all right, folks. Well, we're back. As you can see, the Steam Link is now set up. I'm trying to cut away from my TV entertainment center because it's rather messy right now, at least in my bedroom where this is set up. So, don't mind some of the clutter. But you can see right now, I temporarily have this just kind of set up here because I have a wiring project going on in here, and that's why there's a lot of clutter in front. But basically, install from start to finish was maybe about 5 to 10 minutes. A lot of it was digging around behind to find an open plug outlet. But once I did that, hooked up an Xbox One controller, which we're using right here. Ooh. I'm just using it wired. You know, and you have shortcuts for chat and whatnot. The interface is kind of nice. We can go to the store, and basically it's kind of a differently laid out store than you might be used to, but it lets you do pretty much everything. You know, you can do your exploration for your queues, recently updated top sellers. Looks like I've got some messages here. New Steam update available. Enable Steam beta client. Well, that's interesting. That's a weird kind of glitch because we were just using my computer. Okay. I'm already connected. Let's do this. Let's turn off the system. Okay. Let's turn it back on. Press the A button. No host computers found. That's interesting. Well, as you can see, we've run into some technical issues here. We did just have it connected, and now it's unconnected. So, I'm going to have to do some troubleshooting. And we'll step away for a little bit and come back. And we're back again. So, figured out what the problem was. It was more me being dumb than anything else. When I clicked that update button, it rebooted the client. So, the big test is library. What do we got? We got a lot of stuff. So these are recent purchases, stuff that's unplayed. We've got our games that are installed. Some of these are shortcuts to things that I have on my system. So I'm not sure how many of them would actually play. But as a curiosity, let's see how it looks. Huh, it's got my mouse cursor from out in the living room. That's annoying. So I guess one rule of thumb, make sure you move your mouse cursor on your computer to the corner of the screen. I wonder if there's actually an option for that. Oh, in case anyone's interested, the spike thing in the corner, that's my wife at her work, they use dogs because she works for a police agency, and the canine division passed those out at her work. I guess that's one of the top dogs. You can see it's pretty snappy. Now, the computer that this is linking to is using a Core i7-4790 water-cooled stock clock speeds, though. It's not using anything, you know, no overclocks, nothing like that. As you can see, though, it's fluid. Response time is very good. I mean, obviously I'm playing a game that's maybe not overly graphically savvy, but let's see, if we say exit, actually say no, we'll just say exit the desktop. So that's easy enough. Let's see if I can find something maybe that's a little more there's some lagginess. Going through the library here is a bit tough. I have a lot of stuff installed. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer there. You can see it's kind of stalling as I go through the library. Now, granted, like I said, that could be because of the amount of stuff I have installed. I may be an abnormal case, but I like having a lot of stuff I might want to play installed to play at any point in time. So, Mad Max is pretty new. Let's see. Preparing to launch the game. Huh. There it goes. That doesn't look like it adjusted my video necessarily, so it may be playing in a compressed mode because my monitor is 1900 by 1200. There we go. Quick fix and we got full screen. So depending on your game, it may or may not modify itself to fit your proper settings. Not that that's, you know, necessarily a bad thing, but let's go get in the car. I'm doing this one-handed, so you'll have to forgive me. It's very responsive, surprisingly. I'm very surprised for driving. It's very responsive. Little to no lag. Now, granted, like I said, this is hooked up using an Ethernet cable. I'm not connecting via wireless. I have a hard wire, Cat 6 wire. So, you know, it's full gigabit Ethernet, so that's probably helping. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Just went back into the game after I just left it. But surprisingly, you know, it's pretty smooth. The driving there, as you saw, it was slick. It was easy. You know, mileage may come from what your main computer is. I never finished the specs on that though. So essentially, this is hooked up to a what is this? It's a Core i7 4790. It's not overclocked or anything like that. It's a GeForce 970 Super Clock Edition, so it's definitely got a higher clock speed. So it's got the higher clock speed. It's got 4 gigs of video memory, 16 gigs of RAM. It does have a killer network card on the motherboard that I'm using. The motherboard is a gigabit S91 or A91 Sniper Edition, or S197 Sniper Edition. It's got a killer NIC card on board, which may be helping with some of the performance as well. So, we get Shadow of Mordor is another good one we could try. I haven't played a lot of this because I have it on the Xbox, but I bought it during a Bundle Star sale. And so to be honest, I don't even know where I'm at in the game on the PC side. I buy a lot of stuff that I probably shouldn't. It's kind of something that I'm thinking about for my new year coming up, is maybe again, we'll just change this to So I don't have a way to change that. Alright, well I don't really have a way, so this is going to play slightly compressed. I do have my volume turned down quite a bit too, just so you can hear me a little better. I just realized I may have never played this yet on the PC. Anyways, while we let that spool off, and let's see if we can just skip. So as you can see, I mean, it's fluid and responsive, I can tell you right now. I'm not having any issues with control or lag or anything of that nature. Huh. So I'm trying to play this while I'm like... Alright, well, I'm going to quit out of that because that's a game I cannot play one-handed. So we'll exit back to the desktop, and yes, I'm sure. So as you can see, I mean, it's, and you can access the community and, you know, see recent stuff, trending stuff. There's all of our things. We can even go to broadcasts. You can watch broadcasts. Maybe. A stream to a stream to a stream. So that may not work as well as we'd like it to. So, yeah. All in all, not too shabby. So, for 50 bucks, like I said, it comes with the main Steam Link. It comes with an Ethernet cable, an HDMI cable, adapters for European. It comes with a AC adapter, and then, like I said, the European adapters for that. A QuickBook. Although the setup really was pretty simple. Once I plugged it in, plugged the controller in and hit A button, and powered it up. Found the computer on the network. Asked me to, at the initial setup, you have to enter a 4-digit PIN that is going to generate on your computer that you're streaming from. And that's pretty much it. I'm not going to try it with wireless because I think that would degrade performance, but with the wire, this thing's solid. I'm looking at the Steam Link on my Steam Link. So, all in all, I say it's pretty solid. Now for 50 bucks, you can't beat it. If you got a TV somewhere, you know, the caveat's going to be is, do you have an Ethernet cable that can get there? You know, so that could play into it. You know, I could see the wireless being all dependent on where you're at. You know, maybe getting some repeaters if you need it, if you're not close to the base station, because it's going to be all about bandwidth, how much bandwidth you can get. I have heard people talk about using the new wireless 802.11ac, which seems to be the new hotness and seems to work well. But, you know, if you can go wired, that's probably your best option. But, you know, if you're looking for a way to, you know, you maybe you can't hook it up in the living room because, you know, you've got a wife that wants to watch TV or a kid who wants to watch TV like I do. And you don't feel like sitting at your computer all the time. You're like, hey man, I'd like to see this on a nice size monitor. And it's definitely, for 50 bucks, it was a good value for me. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. I hope you've enjoyed this quick look at the unboxing and the actual system. And we will see you next time. Thanks.